What's up, guys? This is Nick from Old World Couriers, just coming back with another episode of Destiny. Now, I know this may seem a little weird because of the title right now. I kind of have a working title. I'm going to call it Let's Talk at the moment, but I may turn it into something else if it does okay. I'm not even sure if I might continue with the series. But Let's Talk is pretty much... You've heard of podcasts and stuff like that. It's just going to be me talking for a minute about a specific topic. This time, it's something that I hate and a lot of other people hate. And it's how people act during customer service. I mean, it seems ridiculous, and it seems like something that I really shouldn't need to talk about. But I've been working in the customer service industry for 2 years now. It's something that I like to think that I do my job very well, and for the most part, I enjoy doing my job. I mean, it's not something that aggravates me on a daily basis, but occasionally there are people that kind of get under your skin. Recently, someone very close to me, she just started a new job, and she comes back from her very first day at work. And she's crying. And I look at her and I go, what's wrong? And I'm talking to her, and it's mainly about how customers reacted to her and started acting towards her. Calling her incompetent, telling her that she shouldn't be doing this job, that she wasn't able to do it. When it's her first day, you gotta understand people are learning. There's things they need to learn. They're not gonna be perfect on the first time. There's just a lot of ways that people do things, and they're not appropriate in the way that they approach it. And I don't think the people who haven't been in the industry really understand how to do that. So that's really what I'm going to be talking about right now, where you need to just take a moment, people, and think about that the people, or the person behind the counter there, is an actual guy, and you kind of have to stop being a dick. I mean, I normally don't use any harsh language or anything here, but really, guys, you guys got to chill. I personally work in a paint department. I know that seems really interesting. I get to watch paint dry all day. It's really an interesting job. I love it. It's great. However, today, for example, at work, I got home, and I was really irritated at this one customer, specifically because of one reason. I was helping a very nice customer. She didn't really know what she was doing in terms of painting her house, applying different things to different surfaces, and the adhesion effects and stuff like that. And I had this other customer who just kept approaching me and asking me questions while I'm clearly talking to this other individual. It made it very rude. It was impossible for me to talk to this other person. And it was very hard for me to communicate to the original person about all their questions. And eventually, I feel like she just left out of not really being able to understand, because I'm now being forced to divide my attention in between two different people. Let's say I'm forced to help this one person who just thinks that he's the center of the universe and that he's more worthy of my time than other people are. So I did help the original person as well as I could, but it did make it to a point where she said, okay, I see you have some other customers there, I'll come back tomorrow, I know you'll be here, so we can talk about it then. And that was the last thing I wanted to happen. I really felt that this person walked away frustrated because another customer was just being a jackass. When you approach people in these situations, you gotta remember, they're people, they're trying to do the same things that you're doing. If you have a question, wait until that person finishes a question and politely ask. Say, I'm sorry, can I get your assistance in a moment? Something like that, where in one of these cases, it really doesn't work just to barge in. It makes it to the point where now, if you kind of barge into the situation, I tell you, I'll be with you in 1 minute, go over to the counter and wait. If you would like, there's another associate that can help you. And at the moment, there wasn't another associate, so I was kind of his only shot there, but you really don't need to be rude about it. It's not something that you need to jump the gun on. Nothing's really important, or nothing so important that it constitutes being rude to another person. Another thing is, going back to the original story about the person I know actually crying after she gets home, just because that's not okay. If you're literally talking to someone who explains to you it's their first day on the job, you gotta be understanding of that. People aren't gonna know everything on their first day. They're not gonna know all the ins and outs. They're not going to know that you need to scan this 3 times and that the coupon doesn't work if you're only using stuff that's under 99 cents. Things like that. It's really not okay to mess with people like that. It's rude, and frankly, it's selfish and kind of dickish. It's not cool, guys. Now, I know a lot of you in the customer service industry kind of understand this already, but there are a lot of people out there that honestly haven't really worked in that industry. They don't know how to interact with people on that level, and they just do these things on a regular basis. So another thing I want to say is, guys, you're not the center of the universe. If I don't answer your question immediately, it's for a good reason. I'm probably doing something else that I need to focus on. You guys just sometimes have to take a chill pill and hold out for a moment so that you don't, interrupt someone else and that you're not messing with them, because otherwise, if you mess with someone who then has to answer your question, they will not even think about taking you seriously or treating you with any respect whatsoever. For example, the person that I ended up helping, I absolutely was just thoroughly done with him. After I ended up helping him, I was literally just that person that sat there going, yes, okay. Anything else we're looking for today, sir? Are you finished, sir? Have a good one. If you treat someone with respect, however, they're going to be a lot nicer about it. They're going to, ask you if you're looking for anything else. They're happy to help you. You just need to be nice about the way that you're approaching things and just, kind of be a human. That's kind of the big part, be a human. I mean, for the most part, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. I mean, I think you guys get the general, gist of it. Be a nice guy, or girl. Don't be a complete and utter, dickhead. That's always a pretty nice thing not to do. Or I guess to do. Good to do, not do it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just calm down, guys, and think about what you're going to say. And there's a lot of customers that's just talking about one thing in customer service. That's the customers that are just kind of being rude in general. Another thing you guys can do to make our lives easier, leave the store when the store closes. That's always a thing. That's actually another thing that we had to deal with today, was a customer that hung around for 35 minutes because he really wanted a rat trap. And he couldn't decide between two different rat traps, and it made it to the point where we had to kick him out of the store and threaten with police action because he would not remove himself from the premises, and he would not take our advice on the various products that we had. We're there for a reason, and if we're trying to get you to leave the store because we're already closed, I mean, that's something you should take seriously. We have lives outside of work. Our entire job is not to cater to your every whim. Excuse me, but, yeah, when the store closes, and they say, hey, the store is closed in 15 minutes, please bring your items up to the front register, that's your time to start thinking about it and going, oh, what else do I need? Okay, we're done, let's leave. When they make it down to the store is now closed announcement, if you want to be a nice person, walk up to the store. I mean, if you don't immediately walk up, or not walk up to the store, walk up to the cash register. If you don't immediately do that, you are one of the worst people in the universe. I want you to understand that. You're worse than even the person that's tapping the guy on the shoulder, trying to get his attention when he's clearly involved with someone else. You are now keeping people away from their homes because you wanted something that apparently you didn't have time to do beforehand. I understand some people have things that they need to get done during the day, but we are there the entire day. We know exactly what we're doing. We're there the entire time. A lot of times stores are open from 8 to 8, 12 hours. If you can't find yourself time to get 12 hours or to go in at some point during 12 hours, leave it till the next day. Okay, yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about customer service and stuff. Thanks all for watching. It's been great. I like that fantastic KD there. I wish I could have done a little better. But yeah, now that I got all that off my chest, let me know what you think about it. If you guys have any experience in customer service, let me know in the comments. Anything you want to, talk about future or anything like that, just let me know. And have a good one.